Hey guys, Mr. Yisley here. So we're on to lesson number 11, which is all about writing an equation of parallel lines. So we talked about in lesson number 10 the process of this, but in lesson number 11 we're going to go through two examples of how this works. So in example A, it says write an equation of the line that passes through the point 5, negative 4. So this is the point they've given us on the line that we need to write the equation for. And it is also parallel to the line y equals 2x plus 3. So here is our original line. So what we need from our original line, right, is we need to figure out the slope. Well, remember, slope is always found in front of the x. So the slope of this line is 2. And the reason we need to figure that slope out is because parallel lines have the exact same slope. So we can use the slope of this line to figure out information on the other line. One, we know the slope of that line because it's going to be 2, right? But we can use that information, as we talked about in lesson number 10, to figure out the y-intercept. So we're going to take the information they gave us, the point 5, negative 4, which is our x and our y, and then the slope of this line, that's our m, and we're going to plug it into y equals mx plus b. So we're going to plug that information in the appropriate spots. So the y is going to go in right here for y, the x is going to go in there for x, and the m is going to go in there for the m, which will leave us with only the b. So we're figuring out the y-intercept of this new line. So let's do that. Let's plug that information in. So in for y, we'll go negative 4 because that's the number they gave us. So negative 4, which is equal to, in for m, we'll go the number 2, and that's 2 times whatever x is, and again, x was 5 in this case, so 2 times 5, and then plus b, because we don't know what b is at this point. All right, well, once we have that information, we can now solve. So first thing I got to simplify is right here. 2 times 5 is 10, and then that's plus b equals negative 4. Okay. Then I need to get the b by itself, so I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. When I do that, I'm left with just b, and that is equal to negative 4 minus 10. That is negative 14. So I have figured out what b is, and reminder, b means the y-intercept. So this is the y-intercept of our parallel line that they gave us that passed through the point 5, negative 4. So once I have the y-intercept and I also know the slope, I can then go back in and write the equation of my line in slope-intercept form. So this time I'm not going to plug anything in for y or x, but I am going to plug in for m and for b. So y is going to stay the same. So y equals m, which is slope is 2 because they have the exact same slope, times x, and then plus b. Well, my b was negative 14, so instead of plus, I'm going to turn this into minus. So I end up with 2x minus 14. So my slope here is y equals, my slope is 2. My slope-intercept form of this equation is y equals 2x minus 14. And that's really all you have to do to write the equation of the parallel line. So if we look at these two lines, they both have slopes of 2, right? They have different y-intercepts, which would make sense because they're not lines on top of each other. They're lines next to each other that will never cross. All right, well, I'd encourage you to try example B. It's just like example A. So try that one on your own and then check your answer with mine. So example B says write an equation of a line that passes through the point negative 4, 2. So here's the point on the line that we're going to create the equation for, and is parallel to the line of y equals 1/4 x plus 1. So again, to determine the slope, I see that the slope is 1/4. So there is my slope. I already know what that's going to look like. So then I need to take this information and plug it in. Well, again, remember this point of negative 4, 2, that's your x and that's your y. So here's my x and my y, and I need to plug that information into y equals mx plus b. So here we go. In for y goes the coordinate, which is 2, so 2 equals m, which was 1/4, times x, which is -4, plus b. All right, well, once I've got that information, I now can go ahead and solve it. So I need to multiply these. 1/4 times -4. Well, I remember that multiplying by 1/4 is the same as just dividing this number by 4. So really what I'm saying is -4 divided by 4, which is -1, plus b, and then that's all equal to 2. And then I need to get the b by itself. So to get rid of the -1, I need to add 1 to both sides. So get the b by itself. So b is by itself, and it's equal to 2 plus 1, which is 3. So again, remember, b is the y-intercept of this new line. So I've got that information. I've got the slope. So last thing, go in and write the equation. So y equals, the slope is 1/4 times x. So this part should always look the exact same as this part of your parallel line. The only difference is going to be the y-intercept. This had a y-intercept of +1. The new line will have a y-intercept of +3. So y equals 1/4 x plus 3 is our equation of our parallel line. All right, well, if you have any additional questions on this process, please let me know. But otherwise, you should have what you need to continue on in the chapter.